Hello, welcome to Browse here on Kafero.tv. My name is Angella Mirembe, your host, and today I have Angella Tugume from NITA-Uganda, and she's a risk analyst. You're welcome, Angela.
Thank you very much, Angela.
So what we're going to start with, we've all heard NITA-U, NITA-U, NITA-Uganda. Please could you tell us what NITA-Uganda is or what they do?
Oh, sure. So the National Information Technology Authority, Uganda, that's what NITA stands for. So we are an autonomous body, statutory body that was established under the NITA-U Act 2009. Now we coordinate and regulate information technology services in Uganda. So we are under the general supervision of the Ministry of National ICT and National Guidance.
Okay,
yes.
So people might be wondering, why do I have someone here from NITA-U? But today we're going to talk about a very, very important subject, and that is child online safety. We at Kafero Foundation advocate for digital, digital skilling all the way up there, but then we've also come to recognize that this is something that has to be backed up with protection because younger people are getting onto online, and we're a pretty young nation. So we're going to talk about how we can protect our children from being bullied, predators, pedophilia is rising. So how does NITA come into this picture of trying to protect the children?
Truly said, the internet is actually has affected the way we do life, the way we communicate, the way we interact. So we find that every sphere of our life is actually being, affected by how the internet works. Now, in as much as, and to make it better or worse, our children are fast adopting, to the usage of this internet. And we say, yeah, the internet is good. We can use it for studying, we can use it for research, innovation, cooking.
Yes, cooking lessons.
Yeah, so we learn a lot with the internet, but then there's also the other side. There's the bad guys out there on the internet. And why children? The children are more vulnerable in society. Basically, children are more vulnerable, and so it is in the cyber world. Children are more vulnerable in the cyberspace, and so we're looking at how do we protect children? How do we keep them safe online from the predators, like you said, from the cyber bullies, from the stalkers, from those that just befriend them because they want to, harm them in one way or another. So what is NITA-U doing?
Yes, what are you doing?
What are we doing? So first of all, we have the cyber laws. The Computer Misuse Act of 2011 does actually talk about child pornography, talks about cyber stalking, cyber bullying, and also speculate. What does it was English word? Okay, yeah, there's a fine for doing any of those things. So the children are also taken care of on the law, in the Computer Misuse Act. Then there is a child online protection group under the Ministry of Internal Affairs that works to raise awareness about internet usage and children and the young people, children and young people. So it's a group of various stakeholders from the Ministry of Internal Affairs, gender, and so we work to raise awareness in schools. Parents, children, what should teachers do, what should children do, what should parents do to protect their children online. Yes, and there's so doing quite a bit.
I want to go into, you talked about cyberbullying, predators. Can you break that down? Because someone might be like, what is cyberbullying? What are predators? So
what are predators?
Yeah, could you actually give like an example of what it would mean to have to be cyberbullied, to be, to have a predator? Can you paint a picture for a parent who might not know those terms and just let them know what they mean?
Okay. Just before I get into that, as part of this whole initiative, we have a child online toolkit that's actually on the NITA website. We've partnered with ISOC, so you can also find the same toolkit on the ISOC website. So it gets into detail of what should parents do, what should teachers do, if you need more details. But then I'll just break it down. Cyberbullying is loosely translated, it's the normal bullying in the cyberspace. So you have a child someone sending you texts text after text,
Right.
or you put up your picture and you're like, oh my God, you look so ugly. What happened to your hair?
Okay.
So what basically happens in the real world is translated into the cyber world.
Okay.
So
So it's non-physical, but
it's
they're
not,
just
yeah,
using
yeah,
the
yeah,
internet to bully you.
exactly. Thank you
Okay.
so much. Yeah, so it's online and it's just being used to bully. And then the predators, you'll have a grown person pretending to be a child.
Right.
So they'll put up a profile picture of a 14-year-old and befriend a 13-year-old or an 11-year-old, and basically, you know, groom them into building trust, into building a relationship with that
Right.
child, and then eventually lure them away from the safety,
Wow.
or, you know, of their homes. And then the fact that we see these vices invading the very safe places of children,
Right.
because you think it's the child is in their bedroom, that's supposed to be a safe place, but no, the cyberbully is with them in their bedroom. And you know, and then also kids will feel if they've been bullied, they'll think this is something they cannot run away from,
Right.
because it's 24/7.
Yeah.
You know, as long as a child is online, so is the bully.
So if I was a parent today and I wanted to go out and buy a smartphone for my child, what are some of the tips you'd tell me to let them know about before I hand the smartphone over?
To your child?
Yes.
Basically, the same thing you'll do if you bought a very nice car or toy and handed it over to your child, is teach them how to use it. How best can they use it? How do they protect themselves while using it? And then if it's a phone, of course, things like passwords, very strong passwords, but it's a child. So you teach them how to use the privacy settings on social media as well. And then also teach them about the dangers of being on the internet.
Right.
You can set times when they should be on the internet. Specific times, just like you said, specific times for TV.
So it's basically confiscating the phone after a certain time, because I don't know if you can really tell someone you have 2 hours of the phone. But I guess, you know, at this age, even 4-year-olds have phones.
Yes, so also looking at the age bracket, you'll need to restrict their usage of not just the phone, but also of the internet as well. Yes, so, and then also making it, letting them know that if there's anything that they're uncomfortable with, they can actually let you know. If anyone is sending them texts or messages that make them feel uneasy, uncomfortable, if they're being shown images that are, you know, not child appropriate, then they should also report that as well. Yeah. So basically, just telling them about the good and the bad. Yeah.
So Angie, tell me, so with all this work being done, is NITA-U actually partnering up with any organizations? Because for NITA-U and the ministry to take care of about 38 million Ugandans, are you partnering with anyone?
We're actually part of a bigger effort, you know, to protect our children online. And we partner with, there's a child online protection group that is running under the Ministry of Internal Affairs, and it's running with various stakeholders from the Ministry of Gender to NITA-U and very many other partners, including ISOC. And so what the group does is to actually raise awareness of how to keep our young people safer on the internet. So we'll go to schools, talk to teachers, talk to parents, and basically bring awareness in and see how we can actually keep the internet safer for our young people. Yes, and then also we partnered with Internet Society of Uganda and developed a toolkit, an online toolkit on how parents, teachers, and children can actually protect themselves online, but especially the teachers and the parents helping the children, you know, protect themselves online. So you can find this toolkit on the NITA website and also on the ISOC website.
Okay, great. You briefly mentioned something about global efforts. Do you want to dive deeper into that?
Oh, yes. Now, child online protection, protecting our children online is actually a global challenge. So we can't, no country can do it alone. Yeah, so it's a very big global challenge. And so what we do as a nation, part of our initiative is actually to partner with the Internet Watch Foundation. And we have a reporting portal. Now you report images of children that been abused, sexual images, child pornography images, videos, report them on this portal,
Yes.
and then are taken down. The Internet Watch Foundation works in partnership with the police,
Okay.
and then these images are taken down wherever they are on the internet globally. Why? With the children who have been rescued
Yes.
yeah, from the abuse, but the images are still out there.
Yes,
so
true.
that continues the trauma
Yeah.
each time a child looks
And
at
I
that
think
image.
it's also important when these children are getting the phones, they have to realize that they're living in an age where they cannot delete anything.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
if they decide to, you know, put out some information out there, they should grow up knowing that 30 years later it will come back to bite them.
Exactly. Yeah. So we're saying mind your digital footprint.
Right.
Yeah. So what you post online, what you put online, you know, may always stay there for you. So this is to, if you see an image of a child and we report these images,
Okay.
and then they are taken down completely.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So you can report it on the NITA website,
Right.
on our website.
Okay.
You can actually access the link from there and just report the image and give us the link, and yeah, it's taken down.
And then there's Safer Internet Day, which I really was not aware exists. Would you want to tell us more about Safer Internet Day?
Okay, cool. So part of the global efforts
Right.
really is that Safer Internet Day. So every year, 6th of Feb,
Right.
there's this whole global effort in about 130 countries, you know, to raise awareness, to protect our children online. This year's theme is actually create, connect, and then share the respect.
Right.
Yeah, and then the fact that a safer internet or a better internet actually starts with you. So there'll be lots of awareness around about it. Yeah.
Well, I think we've heard just about...
So we hope you can join us in as well.
Absolutely. I mean, we are teaching digital skills, so this is very important information. But thank you, Angela. That was Angella Tugume from NITA-Uganda, and she's been able to explain to us what keeping your child safe online is all about. My name is Angela Mirembe. I was your host, and this was Browse on Kafero.tv. Thank you for watching.